Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel today. And today I am going to be doing a movie review for you. Now those of you who have been watching for a little while know that I recently started doing my movie reviews A to Z. Before when I did them I would do it in a group, like a genre, like all black and white, all comedies, all scary, or action adventures or one particular person, but I decided I would do it A to Z. So for the next 26 movies that I review, they will be in alphabetical order. This is group 2 of the ones that I have picked out to review for you. And I have them right here. I have my information written down so that I can read to you about them. Now, this first movie that I want to show you, this is one, if not the most favorite movie of mine. I highly recommend this movie for those of you who've not seen it. And if you have seen it, I think you'll agree with me. It's terrific. It's called Flywheel. And it wasn't rated. Now, this particular movie, there is a church that makes movies, and the actors in the show are usually members of their church. So they're people you wouldn't recognize. It's the Kendrick brothers. One of them is the pastor of the church, and he actually plays in this movie. Another one is Mark Willard, Heather Spencer, and she's in a lot of them. It's 114 minutes long, and it was put out in 2003. And what the movie's about, this guy plays a really cheating a car dealer. He wants to sell cars in the worst way. He cheats people. He jacks the price up on them and then pretends like he's giving you a discount. He sells old, broken down, used cars for a ridiculous amount of money. And what happens, he ends up getting a change of faith and makes a 180-degree turnaround and starts becoming an honest dealer. And meanwhile, the bank has got a mortgage on their car lot, and they're going to take the car lot from him if the money's not paid back on the mortgage by a certain amount of time. I think like by the end of closing that day, he's got to sell every car on his lot. So, and it makes me cry every time I watch this movie. I cry, I tear up because it's just so good. I highly recommend Flywheel. Now the next movie that I'm going to be showing you, this is a kids movie, and I think a lot of you probably seen this one. It's called The Goonies. It came out in 1985. It's PG, has a big amount of stars in it. I'm just going to read a few. Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, Corey Feldman, Jeff Cohen, Ki Hoon Kwan, Kerry Green, Martha Plimpton, Joe Pantoliano, John Matusaki, Robert Pavi, Ann Ramsey, Steve Antin, Cyndi Lauper, Nick Lean, and the list goes on and on. And it's basically this group of kids, they're buddies, they hang around. They find this treasure map where it's supposed to be money buried somewhere. Nobody's ever found it. So they set out to try to find the money. And that's when the fun begins. It's a very good movie. I think that it's safe to watch with your kids. There's a few scary parts in it, but I think nothing really horrible. The Goonies is a wonderful movie. Now, this next movie that I'm going to show you, it didn't get a lot of screen time. There was a book written about it. It's called Heaven is Real, and it's actually based on the book. It's rated PG. Some of the actors in it are Greg Kinnear, Kelly Riley, and those of you who are Yellowstone fans, you will recognize Kelly Riley is the girl in Yellowstone that plays Beth. Connor Coram, Margot Martindale, and Thomas Hayden Church. and it came out in 2014. And what happens in this movie, the little boy has a burst appendix. They have to rush into the emergency room and operate on him. While he's on the operating table, he goes to heaven. Now, he doesn't actually die. He just ascends to heaven. And when he comes back, he's telling his parents stuff that there's no way this little boy could know. Um, the mother had a baby that died in birth. She didn't actually give birth to the baby. It died in her stomach. And the little boy meets his sister that he never knew in heaven. And it's a very touching movie. It's a faith-lifting movie. And I think if you haven't seen Heaven is for Real, that you will definitely want to see that one. Now, this next one that I'm going to show you is a favorite of mine. It's a comedy. I love comedies. It's called Inner Space. 1987, and it's PG. It stars Dennis Quaid, Martin Short, and Meg Ryan. And what happens, the government has figured out how to shrink stuff real tiny. Now, they never really said what they shrinked them down, what they were going to do with them. I don't know. But anyway, this guy gets in a spaceship, Dennis Quaid, and they shrink him down, and he's in a hypodermic needle. And before that, they're going to inject him into a rabbit. But before they can inject him into the rabbit, these bad guys come into the laboratory, and they're going to try to steal the microchips that have all the information for shrinking. And they start chasing after this scientist, and he has the syringe in his hand, and he takes off running away from the bad guys and runs to the mall. Meanwhile, Martin Short plays a guy who works at a grocery store. He's a hypochondriac. He's sick with everything. His doctor recommends that he goes on a vacation to relax and get over his jitters. So he's at the mall booking his reservations for his vacation when this scientist comes in and accidentally, or maybe he did it on purpose, injects the micro thing that has the microscopic, I'm having trouble explaining this, the serum into him that has this man inside the spaceship, and it goes in his body. And that's when the fun begins. So I'm not going to tell you anymore. You'll have to watch it. It's a really, really funny movie. Inner Space. Now, I just want to stop right here and say congratulations to those of you who are still watching, because this video is a hidden view video for a secret giveaway that I'm going to be doing for a month of November. Here's the information about that. It starts today, November 15th, and it's going to end on December 1st. And there will be a secret word that you have to give. The rules are basically the same as every giveaway. You must be a subscriber, live in the lower USA, leave a comment using the secret word, which I will give you in a moment. I'm not responsible for loss, damage, or stolen items. I'm not responsible for any accidents or allergic reactions. If you subscribe and then unsubscribe to enter this giveaway, you won't be eligible for any more of my giveaways, and I do check my subscriptions. You have 48 hours to email me after you win. Even if you've won before, still please email me and let me know that you watched this video. You must be 18 years of age. Okay, that part I already told you. You are still eligible to enter and win, even if you've won before. I've had several people that have won more than once, and you're eligible to win more than once. YouTube has nothing to do with this giveaway. I buy these items myself and give away. And this giveaway, I'm not showing you the items because I'm going to pick them. They may or may not be from Temu. They may be from other places like Walmart, the dollar store. Okay, and the secret word that I'm going to give you to use, you write this down in the comment in a complete sentence, is movie. Movie. M-O-V-I-E. And that is your secret word that you're going to use. And now I will finish up with the last of my movies. Another comedy for you. Just go with it. This movie was rated PG-13. It came out in 2011. Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston, Brooklyn Decker, Nicole Kidman, Nick Swardson, and Rachel Dratch. And what happens is this guy, Adam Sandler, is a plastic surgeon who is a womanizer. And he wears a wedding ring and pretends like he's married to pick up women, because a lot of women will go with a married man because they know that he's committed to a relationship and they don't have to be worried about him wanting to marry them, especially if they're on the fling too. Well, he finally meets up with a girl that he really, really likes. And she accidentally sees the wedding ring and gets mad and doesn't want to have anything to do with him because she doesn't date married men. So he asks his secretary or his assistant in his office, which is Jennifer Aniston, to pretend like she's his wife, his soon-to-be ex-wife. And so this girl wants to meet her and tell her that that she's really going to divorce him. And his kids get involved, not his kids, but her kids get involved in it. So he has to pretend like they're his kids. And somehow or another, they swindle him into taking them to Hawaii in order to get them to do this thing for him where they pretend like to be his fake family. And that's where the fun begins. So just go with it. Thank you guys very much for coming and watching this video. And as you notice, I am wearing another one of my Temu wigs. I'm not sure how I like this one. I think it's a little bit too young for me. This is the color that my hair was when I was younger before it started turning gray with age. But it's a nice wig. I'm happy with it other than that. So thank you guys for watching. And y'all come back and see us any old time. Bye for this one.